My main piece of advice would be to start as early as possible. The start of year 12 really. Think of what you're interested in and go from there. You want to do a course that you enjoy. So.
My main advice would be make sure you check the modules of your course that you're applying for. Don't just pick sports science or biology because all the courses are super different. So you can't just go on the generic league table for biology, number one is, and go with it. You need to look at the breakdown of the modules to check you're actually interested in what they're offering.
I would say figure out what you want with your experience. Don't do what your friends are doing because you might not be talking to them when you get to university.
So if you have a really specific career in mind, it's important that any qualification you're looking into is going to lead you in the right pathway. So it might be worth doing your research backwards, start with that job, see what qualifications you need to go into it, and then make sure that degree is going to give you those qualifications.
Also look at what kind of environment you want to live in, because I'm from a city and I wanted a different living experience, so I chose somewhere a bit smaller. So you have to think about all those kind of things as well.
Well, I went on the UCAS website because they've got where you can search for your course, picked some good-looking unis, went on a few open days. So I had a checklist of what I most look for in a university, so that made it really easy to choose my firm choice because it was the one that met most of the criteria.
Yeah, so my search started on UCAS, so I plugged into UCAS and came up with all the courses that you could do. I then matched these up with where the league table ones were, so top 15, take a nice span because you need a confirmed choice and an insurance choice. Visited about 8 open days and then saw which environment was most comfortable for me.
Open days are probably the best form of research because it gives you an opportunity to immerse yourself in that university environment, meet the current students, the staff, and ask any questions that you might have about the course or the university itself.
Maybe got a bit of advice from my parents or a cousin or two or a friend or two, but I made my final decision, and I think that's the only way you should make a decision on uni. And then a bit of online research and open day here, but my decision was down to me.